get Steve too.
Success.
We're on?
Yep. Sorry
Okay,
about that.
I'll call the meeting to order and welcome everybody, and we'll go around and introduce ourselves. We'll start with Ben.
Ben Rhodes, Fire Warden. Brian Medor, Commissioner.
Joe Dello, Commissioner.
Sam Carlson, Commissioner.
Brian Goldsworthy, County Planner.
Melody Nortonson, Shoto Acantha.
Paula Giaconetti, Clerk and Recorder.
Okay, we have minutes from May 14th and the minutes from May 15th.
I move to approve those. Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
What
Motion
was the
carries.
second date?
15th and 14th.
Oh, okay.
One was the meeting with Downey's guy. Okay, we have no road encroachments, and we have on the agenda Sailor Minor Subdivision.
Requesting to postpone. Spoke to Sandra yesterday. He said that there is one last thing, and they're hoping to have it early next week. He's gonna let me know, so we can get on the next agenda.
Okay, that'll be June 26th.
Yep.
Okay, surplus generator. We have a propane powered generator we took out of the West Repeater. It's 25 kilowatt, and it's in unknown condition. There's a reason why we replaced it, so if we could declare that surplus.
I move to declare it surplus.
I'll second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Okay, that brings us to the CWPP WUI boundary.
Okay, so after some discussion with Jensen Hughes, Rachel, who was was managing the CWPP rewrite, no longer works for Jensen Hughes. So, and after talking with Vernon, the WUI boundary will maintain the current location where it is right now. But moving forward with the CWPP, we should have a rough draft in the next month and a half.
Okay.
For review for all the departments, and we should be finishing up the WUI or the CWPP by August 31st.
I think that's what it was, August
Yep.
31st.
Okay.
So
And
we
can
got all
you,
the decisions.
can you please
Oh, okay.
spell it out?
Community Wildfire
Oh,
Protection Plan?
County Wildfire Protection Plan.
Community.
Hang on now, that
County.
Is it county?
This one's the county
county wild,
protection plan. And then really quick on that, I know that we've paid the invoice to Jensen Hughes for their stuff. I have submitted all the reimbursements for that, and they're gonna try to get all that completed before the end of the fiscal budget, so we won't have to do the weird stuff with the accounting. Yeah, so that's going well. That's all.
And Paula WUI is Wildland Urban Interface.
wild, well, I just think everybody needs to know, nobody knows.
Yep.
Okay, what was it, wild?
Wildland Urban Interface.
And Brian, you said that one will remain the same.
Yep.
Okay.
Didn't get the QR code. Are we doing the QR code?
Just waiting for that to come out. Melanie, there will be a QR code for a survey for
Okay.
the whole community. We didn't get a lot of traffic on the open houses. So we're gonna get a QR code and run the paper this week. And we'll ask to run it for 3 weeks, and then they'll close the survey at the end of the month. And they'll correlate all that information and get it to us by the 14th of July. Our rough draft is when we're supposed to get it. So then we got 2 weeks to comment, and a month to hash all the rest of the stuff out, and then we'll close this one out and move on to another one.
Okay. All right, is that it for the CWPP?
Yep.
Brings us to library board appointment. I have an email from Karen Ferris, and they would like us to appoint Roger Hadley, who lives in the Power area, to the library board.
I move to appoint Roger Hasman to the library board.
I'll second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay, we got contacted by the David Allen from the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, and they have been working with conservation easements in Teton County for quite a while. And it's not something that we require, but they're requiring a non-objection to using funding in Teton County from the commissioners. And it's just that we would allow them to do it. And my opinion on that is that it's a conservation easement's a private business between the landowner and whoever they decide to do it. So what's your pleasure, gentlemen?
I would move that we
Give a
give it
non-objection
up
letter.
with a non-objection, yeah.
I'll second that.
Any further discussion? Any questions, Mel?
No, this is, again, just Land and Water Conservation Fund
Yeah,
is the
right.
pool of money that they're talking about
Yeah.
using.
The
Yeah.
Fish and Wildlife Service administers it. They've been in the business
For
in Teton
a
County
long
for
time.
years.
Yeah.
Okay, and I guess I'll ask for a vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. That brings us to MOUs. Ben,
So I went to Shoto's council meeting here, not this last one, but the time before, and discussed the MOUs. And I talked to the mayor in detail about it. And I've been on the phone, matter of fact, with the Fairfield mayor just right before the meeting. The MOUs, what we're trying to do is we're cleaning up paperwork, what hasn't been cleaned up. And so that process right now, like Fairfield, there's joint ownerships of trucks with the county and the city, and so we're just breaking up the who's doing what type deal. So like the cities will take over the insurance on the vehicles, and then what are joint owned, and then we will take over the maintenance side of it. And then if something major breaks on the vehicles, it's a 50-50 split type deal, which is a good thing. Looking at number wise, it's pretty well close to equal what the insurance is compared to the maintenance on these trucks. So we're not losing money on it, we're actually probably gaining a little bit on our side than they
it's a
are.
fair deal both ways.
Yeah, it's a fair deal both
Okay.
ways. And the cities, both cities agreed to it. Fairfield's got 3 trucks right now that I think we're doing it with. I dropped one off of the list with you. There was 4, but I took one off yesterday. I should have told you that before the meeting, but I dropped engine 1, is no longer on the table right now.
Okay.
And then Shoto, we got, I think there was 4 or 3 on Shotos that we're doing the same thing with, so.
No, okay.
And like I said, it's mostly paperwork was being caught up and updated, so.
Right.
Okay.
So I just basically need your blessing to step forward with it.
Okay, I need a motion on the Fairfield MOU.
I would move to approve the Fairfield MOU.
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. I need a motion on the Shoto MOU.
I move to approve the Shoto MOU.
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. So thanks, Ben. And Mel, if you want copies of those, you can certainly have them.
I think it's probably sufficient just to say that it's a MOU spelling out how the county and the city handle insurance and maintenance on jointly owned vehicles.
Yep,
So that's probably,
that's
Yeah,
the
that's
gist of it.
basically
Sufficient.
it, yeah. We're
Okay.
just clear, putting it in writing, so.
3 trucks at the Fairfield Department and 3 trucks at the Shoto
Yeah.
Department.
Yeah.
And thank you, Ben, for following through on this.
Yeah,
It's
I
good
just-
because it's-
Hey, I've been going through all the paperwork and I'm trying to get everything
Yeah.
updated, so everything's just smoother
Right.
for.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
Yeah.
Okay, that brings us down to commission reports. The road department purchased a road maintainer, and it was received yesterday. And when we get it up and going, Mel, we may have you run out and take a picture of it. It's a pull-type maintainer. It's pulled with the tractor, and it makes 3 passes in 1 pass, which will allow us to cover a lot more roads more quickly. But when we get it up and going, I'll call you and maybe have you take a picture of it for the public.
You bet.
And that's all I have.
I don't have anything.
Okay, public comment.
Just, I'm gonna circle back. So it's called a maintainer.
Yep, it's a road maintainer, it's a pull-type implement, and it has 3 sets of blades on it. And it has the capability to put a roller behind it, so they can literally do one side of the road in one pass instead of like they do now with a grader and have to make 4 or 5 passes.
Okay,
So it's for light maintenance, it won't replace the road graders, but it will speed things up, is our hope.
okay. And do we have a tractor to pull it?
The road department purchased a tractor yesterday,
Okay,
a used tractor. And they're a lot less expensive than Caterpillar motor graders
I
are,
suspect.
so we're,
Is there a cost for the tractor and the maintainer that you can tell me?
yeah, the maintainer was 47,000. And we haven't bought a roller for it. If we get a roller behind it, they can literally do everything in one
Right.
pass, that's our intention. And, the tractor we bought from Frontline Ag, and we had a trade-in tractor, and the difference was 35.
35,000.
So we're kind of excited about that. Road crew's really excited about it too, so.
So good, yeah.
Because obviously we're always behind in grading. We have been for 20 years, so.
Yeah, the goal is to improve the efficiency and make more miles in a day
Yep.
While spending less money.
while spending less time.
Right.
Okay, public comment? Public notices? And now the next meeting will be the 26th. We have a NACO district meeting on the 19th, so,
Okay, so we're jumping to the 4th.
yep, the
Okay.
4th week. And it works out well because right at the end of June, we always have those budget
Budget
amendments
amendments, yeah.
anyway, so. So our next meeting will be the 26th. With that, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Move to adjourn?
Second?
All right, thank you. We're adjourned.
How big's the tractor you got?
129 horse.